watch your team get a block, get a touch, and then win, when they turn to you and their eyes are shining and their smiles are from ear to ear, my heart explodes for them because you gave them the avenue to take their ability, to have confidence, to take a risk and succeed. There's no greater feeling in this world.
We started back in 2018, same way most clubs start. I had a daughter who really wanted to play volleyball and we just had no place to go. So we just dove straight into it, and it was a big learning curve just to start off like that. As the club was developing, we had a limited pool of athletes to draw from, and it made it difficult to be really competitive. So back in 2020, we decided to join forces with Warman and Martinsville. The two areas were very close cities. We got together and decided this was the best way to stay competitive and build the club. We've been growing ever since. It's just blown up.
So I joined Huskie Volleyball Club like 5-6 years ago. It was an existing club, but I joined because my daughters were of the age where they were 11, 12 years old and wanted to play. I'm not going to stand by and watch, so I jumped in with both feet and started coaching. I love working with the kids and the families, and I had some influential people that helped me, that coached me when I was younger, and they gave a lot to me, so this was my opportunity to give back. So most of the kids played hockey, did gymnastics, all that kind of stuff, and if their schedules allowed, they played volleyball. So we've kind of flipped that the last 4 or 5 years, where if the kids want to, the families want to, volleyball is the #1 sport. We've increased the number of teams to allow those like-minded families and kids to get together to have those high-performance teams. And then for the club too, I want to leave it in a better place than I found it. And I think we're making really good strides that way. So that would make me, super proud.
We're in the Queen City Volleyball Club complex, and it's a new facility we got 2 years ago during COVID. Because of the schools not renting to us anymore, we were looking around for other options to keep our girls training within the club. As one of the largest clubs in Saskatchewan, we had to figure out what we were going to do for 200 athletes. It was a lot of work to get this place up and running, so to open the door for the first time and have kids come in and just play around, it was spectacular. A lot of us were very proud of what we accomplished for being a club in Regina. I'm proud of all the kids that come in and play. I'm ecstatic about it.
Well, around here, it's pretty unique being from a small town. I moved to Oxbow in 2010 to start my teaching career here. I began coaching. And at that point in time, I knew nothing about club volleyball, so I kind of stumbled into this. And it's really just taken off since then. I really like interacting with people. That's my favorite part of coaching. You get to be pretty close with the other coaches and the athletes, and it becomes very much like a family. When we get to go and compete against teams from Saskatoon and Regina and all these larger centers, and knowing that we're able to compete with them, that's kind of the big feather in our hat.
When you watch your team get a block, get a touch, and then win over a competitor you thought you were out of their league, it's the greatest feeling in the world. When they turn to you and their eyes are shining and their smiles are from ear to ear, my heart explodes for them because you gave them the avenue to take their ability, to have confidence, to take a risk and succeed. There's no greater feeling in this world.
think sometimes people think that if you want to run a club, you have to have this big organization and board of trustee members and things like that, but it's easier than you think it is, and lots of support. So if you have like 6 or 7 kids and then you can get a few from another community, I wouldn't say that it's super hard. And then you just have to be willing to put in the time to practice and come to tournaments and stuff like that. Generally, over time, we've had more and more kids get involved and more interest in it. I'd say it's an overall positive experience.
My advice to somebody in a small town who wants to start a program is, yes, go for it. Start with a young group of kids and just dive in head first. Teach them the fundamentals and begin building your program. As they get older, the younger kids will see the success that they have and find some interest in that. I've had some success along the way, and it just makes me want more of it. And working with the kids and helping them find success and having athletes move on to the post-secondary level is quite rewarding for me and for them.
When you watch your team get a block, get a touch, and then win, when they turn to you and their eyes are shining and their smiles are from ear to ear, my heart explodes for them, because you gave them the avenue to take their ability, to have confidence, to take a risk and succeed. There's no greater feeling in this world.
We started back in 2018, same way most clubs start. I had a daughter who really wanted to play volleyball, and we just had no place to go.
Welcome to Henk Ruys Soccer Center for another gold medal provincial volleyball game. This time we got the U14 Women's Division 1 Saskatoon versus Regina. Classic rivalry in the province.
Absolutely, yeah. HVC and QCVC are two pretty established programs, and it's not a huge surprise to see them in the final here battling each other.
Before we get underway, both teams had decent round robins. For Regina, they went a perfect 4-0 in round robin and didn't lose a set. Same goes as their semifinal match. They didn't lose a set, so they are 6-0.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah, they're riding a high right now, and they're looking to keep that going here in the final. And the Huskies, who I believe were 2-2 through pool play, with a nice run here though in the playoffs, are looking to maybe upset here the QCVC Royals. But a lot of energy here to start from both teams. A lot of cheering, a lot of support so far. So it should be an interesting match.
Absolutely, and as for the Huskies, both their quarterfinal and semifinal matches went the distance to 3 sets, so they're kind of safe to say they're used to going the distance in big games.
Yeah, they know. They obviously know how to fight. They know how to battle. They know what it takes to get the win. It doesn't always have to be pretty and clean in 2 sets, but whatever gets to the final is good, right? So they're here now, and they can rely on what has gotten them here from throughout this tournament.
Absolutely, and it should be an electrifying match as we get underway.
Nice spike to start. Overpass. Ooh, good save by number 14 there, not to let the ball drop. Nice dig, good setup, and free ball to the corner, which looks like it might get us the first point of the match.
Good first rally to start off this gold medal match as Saskatoon takes the early 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, if every play or every point's like that, we might be in for a long night here. A bit of a battle. Well, unfortunate miss serve, but those are going to happen, right? It's the beginning of the provincial final. Nerves are getting shaken out, like we've said for the past couple games, but they should be able to settle in here and find their groove.
I was just going to ask, probably expect kind of the same thing for the first couple of rallies and scores, just to kind of get the nerves out of the system. It's a gold medal game, so it's a big stage, obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of fans are still here. There's only 2 matches going on now. Most other matches have cleared out of the Henk Ruys years, but the stands here are pretty full. They got some players watching down below, so a lot of eyes on them. Gold medal on the line, and some of the players won't be feeling it, but we'll see how they can handle that and adapt to the pressure situation. Ooh, a nice block out swing by the Huskies there.
Already a 3-1 lead in favor of the Huskies, but obviously we've talked about it all afternoon. Really, until it's not over until you get to 25. So
absolutely,
really, it's only 2 points, and it's still early in the game, so there's no reason to panic.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's an early point in the match, even early point in the set, for that matter. And QCVC is obviously a very strong team, going undefeated throughout the round robin and playoffs so far. So they obviously know how to play, how to deal with these kind of ebbs and flows of a volleyball match. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them kind of come back here in the match a little bit.
Is that something that, if you're either a coach or player for the Huskies, is that something that's in the back of your mind going up against a team that hasn't lost a set yet?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. They might have thought about it. I'm sure these teams have played at some point, maybe not in this tournament, but at some point this year throughout the Sask Cups and other tournaments around the province. I'm sure they've seen each other or they've watched games of each other, so they know kind of what they're getting into. So they may be thinking more tactically than worried about the sets, but it may be something that crosses their minds a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. And as I just take a look at our notes, they did play in the pool play, and it was close games, 25-18 and 25-15. So it's probably in for a close match this afternoon.
Absolutely. And a rematch of 2 teams. They've seen each other even in this tournament. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. Definitely goes a long ways in game planning and pre-scout for sure.
Morgan McLeod gets that serve off.
Nice setup by the Huskies there. Nice, well-placed spike. And a free ball here for the Huskies. Hopefully we can see them execute. Nice spike through the middle with a great defensive effort there by QCVC. Oh, and unfortunately the set over rattles through the arms of the block. Sometimes those change of paces are tricky if your block's already fully formed, expecting a hard spike.
Absolutely. Probably safe to say we could see probably mistakes on both ends, because probably in terms of skill level, they're probably pretty close, considering that they have played each other before.
So far, this is my first time seeing these two teams play, but I'd say definitely they're very close skill-wise, and I think that's going to make for a pretty exciting final match here. Ooh, and they get the in call for the ace, so I believe that's our first ace of the match, and gives QCVC their first lead here at 6-5. Nice support here though by the Huskies. Nice positive words being passed around and supporting each other even after not ideal play, which is always good to see.
That's something I've noticed all afternoon across all the games that we've been doing, is that even if teams that are down or a mistake, regardless of the outcome, the benches and players on the court, there's no negativity. Everyone's talking and making sure everyone's okay.
Yeah,
positive
you love
words
to see that.
said.
You love to see that in volleyball, right? It's all about supporting each other, especially in these big matches, and throughout the season, supporting each other and being good teammates and being good competitors, and then ultimately trying to get everyone to develop to the best of their ability, right?
Absolutely, and they probably need to do that. It's such a quick, fast-paced game, and it's constantly going point.
Yeah,
there might be a mistake here that you just got to make sure that just move on from it.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. And then the interconnectedness of volleyball as a sport as a whole is pretty unique. How it's not like a game like basketball or something where you can kind of have one player go in and score 40 points kind of by themselves and take over a match. Volleyball is very, very interconnected. You got to rely on your teammates, and you got to rely on other people to help you be successful. So the ability to support each other and be positive throughout adversity and to help each other overcome obstacles is really important. And that's what it looks like right now with the Huskies timeout is just maybe a couple adjustments from the coach, but just trying to kind of provide some belief and support that we got this. We can like we're meant to be here. We've earned our way to the final, and let's play like we know we can.
Absolutely, and it's been a strong start for both teams. I don't think there's too many negative. Obviously, you don't want to look at just the negatives, but probably not a lot of negative to look at for both teams. It's still early in the first set. It's only 8-5 for Regina, so there's still plenty of game left.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got a long way ahead of us still here before we can crown a provincial champion. A lot of plays we've made. A lot of good defensive efforts here I'm seeing from QCVC so far. The Huskies are putting in pretty strong attacks from all over the court, and QCVC is handling them fairly well. Just an unlucky outcome there on the middle attempt by QCVC. A nice serve in there, handled fairly well by QCVC. Oh, good block, but a good recycle attempt. Oh, a perfectly placed spike there by the Huskies. I believe that was number 8, Jaslyn Schuler, who may be, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe the daughter of head coach Tamil Schuler. Going out on a limb there, but I'm gonna say that there's a good chance that might be the case.
Alyssa Park with the serve for the Huskies. Another hard smash.
Wow. Perfectly positioned defense. That's what you love to see. A nice defensive scheme there to shift position 6 over to the right, and it ends up in your lap. Is always it's always nice as a coach seeing your formations and schemes kind of play out as you want. Oh, unfortunate miss serve there, but a great run by number 14. Alyssa Park there to get the Huskies back in the match. 9-8. We got a battle here now.
Yes, good on them to get them back in the game. Obviously, when they're serving, it won't last forever. We've kind of talked about it a few times this afternoon, but they got them back into the game. So can't get mad at that.
And we got our first ball interruption of the game. We were lucky enough. We got through the whole last match with no ball interruptions somehow, but I guess even with only one other match going, balls are flying all over the place. It's important to keep the players safe out there. We'll get a reserve. Unfortunately, doesn't go the way of QCVC. Maybe someone on the Huskies paid the other team to throw a ball in and get the serve out of it. And we're looking at a tie game here, 9-9. Oh,
there's the
well-hit serve right into the seam. Both players thought about taking it and then thought the other was going to end up passing it. So that's why, that's the benefit of serving into seams, and that's why right now it looks like the coach of QCVC dropped number 10 back into a 4-person serve receive here to try and limit those seams that are there and make them smaller so it's easier to not let that happen. Which it does. Number 6 with a nice pass and free ball here for the Huskies that it can maybe capitalize on.
Just out of bounds.
It's a close swing. That's about as close as it comes to without getting the kill. But yeah, you can't be upset about that one. Full aggression. You're missing by maybe an inch on that one. Maybe if we had a challenge system, the ball would have compressed on the line. But fortunately, we don't have that technology. Unlucky go for the Huskies there out of the middle, catching the tape on the swing. But I like that they're running a quick in the middle. They're not just throwing up high balls. They're having a nice, pretty sophisticated offense here. Keep their serve receive quality up, which has been pretty good all game. And
Oh, a bit of miscommunication there on the court, and that will happen from time to time. So
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, an unfortunate end of the play there, but don't want to dwell on that. Want to move forward and work on giving everything you have to this next point. Nice serve.
Couldn't
nice
quite control that one.
Brooke Shell. Brooke Shell's on a bit of a run right now, so the Huskies are looking to side out with a good reception and a nice aggressive swing. We got a net violation on the Huskies. It's always a tough ball for the setter when the ball is getting up above the tape and it's tight, and you gotta be careful. You gotta have a quality set. You can't have a double hit violation, but you also gotta stay off the net. It's a lot to ask for sometimes, and unfortunately that time it looks like she just grazed the tape.
That one's out of bounds, and yeah, you go on earlier your comment about Brooke Shell. A bit of a run here in terms of serving. It's probably the first time so far this game that we've seen one of the players take off in terms of serving. Yeah, she's definitely cracked this first set open here with her serve. It's been really consistent, not too hard, but hard enough that it's putting the Huskies in trouble. I was wondering if we were going to maybe get a 2-hit violation on that one. I think the refs would have let that one go if it hadn't have drifted over the net, but I think the fact that it ended up going over the net is enough cause to make that call. Oh, close, very close. Good serve, good attempt going down the line. Another foot to the right, and that's an ace, and it's a very different feeling right now if you're the Huskies. Yep. A good middle attack there. That ends up getting a point. Maybe a bit of a mistake there, but a well-hit spike, well-hit attack there out of the middle for HVC. 16-12 in favor of Regina, and now that you're close to the halfway, a little bit over, I'd say, of this first set, both coaches just trying to keep the team kind of, it's safe to say they got their nerves out. Yeah, I think so, definitely. It's been a pretty high level of volleyball here in the later stages of the game so far, and I'd say right now both coaches are doing a great job of analyzing the other team and figuring out what they're good at and how they're kind of exploiting their own team, but providing a lot of good support for their own team, which in the final is really important in my opinion. Maybe the most important thing a coach can do is provide that support and that belief in you as a player, because you're not going to get all of a sudden a whole lot better at volleyball in 15 minutes here in the final, but that support that you have from a coach could go a long way in a big pressure match like a final. You can hear the bench of QCVC talking nonstop here on the serve receive. Unfortunately, didn't quite help with the result, but I love seeing that engagement with the bench, staying in the match, getting ready to come in next set, I believe, coming in and try and make a difference, even when they're on the bench. Absolutely. And a nice serve here by number 5 for the Huskies, Sienna Summerfield. Kind of sniping those seams right now, catching 13 from QCVC up high a little bit, making it hard to get her platform on it. Oh, and she changes it up and goes down the line. A great serve. Gets the result, gets the free ball she's looking for. See if they can capitalize here. And they do. Huskies are rolling a little bit right now. It's probably the first time we've seen the Huskies go on a bit of a roll. We've seen Regina, and now the Huskies. It was a hot start from Regina, and now the Huskies are kind of rolling here with Summerfield behind the line, and you can feel the energy shift now that the Huskies are getting a couple going, and we got a timeout called here by QCVC. So Summerfield will get a chance to think about her next serve, and QCVC will take a chance here to take a breath and regroup and refocus on what they need to do and how they were playing earlier in the set. Get back to that. Yep, no, you're right. We've seen domination early from Regina, then Huskies were able to respond, and we also talked about it early on in the set when it was 15-10. Well, now it's 17-17. So it doesn't matter what the deficit is. It could change in a heartbeat.
Exactly,
and we just seen it there with the Huskies.
Exactly. Until someone's got 25, you always have life, and it's important that, I mean, I've seen all day so far, every team that we've commentated for has had a crazy level of battle and fight, and they never pack it in. It's always, they're battling every point until the very last one drops. And it's great to see that. That's a really big part of volleyball and the game of volleyball with the unique format that volleyball brings for sports. So, it'll be interesting to see here what happens in the last 7 points. A well-placed attack there by QCVC. Sometimes you just got to give a thumbs up to the other team and say nice shot. Not a whole lot you can do about that one.
Nope. That's probably a good thing now for Regina to get their serve back, as we mentioned already, that the Huskies, it was their turn to go on a roll. So
yeah, it's their turn now. QCVC's trying to maybe flip the script here and see if they can get back out in front here and take this first set. Great defensive effort from both teams, getting a great rally. Almost a free ball miscue, but they get it. They get a chance, and they send a free ball back over to QCVC. Middle attack from Shell. Oh, good dig over the net. Bit of a scramble there. Got some control, set out to the outside. Nice swing, great defense.
Very good rally.
Good save by Summerfield coming in to set that ball.
This has probably been the best rally we've seen all game.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of contacts here, a lot of good control. Ooh, and they're playing. They're giving them a block touch on that one. Either way, it ends up in the same outcome for a point for QCVC, giving them a 19-17 lead now.
Probably the best rally we've seen so far in this game. A lot of back and forth action, good defense by both teams, and a couple of times where it looked like it was over, and good defense was able to keep the rally alive.
Yeah, staying focused throughout, staying engaged all the way. Bit of a shorter rally that time. Nice spike there by number 9, Morgan McLeod for HVC to get the point, and gets herself back to the service line. See what she can do here for the Huskies. See if she can get a bit of a run and break this set open. She puts in a nice serve, good tough serve. Good defense, gives a chance for them to set it up. Back to the 14. A perfectly placed spike on the line.
That's probably as perfect as it comes.
Yeah, as close as it comes. I think that was a great call by the lines person, just landed right on the line. Perfectly placed. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for than that.
McLeod back up to serve.
Overpass. Oh, that is pretty to watch. Sometimes it isn't always the hardest spike on the overpass. That's what required. Just a nice two-hand tap to the side where there's no defenders is a perfect execution for that play.
That block gives the Huskies a 20-19 lead as enter final stretch possibly in this first set.
Good defense by Summerfield. Schuler with the set.
Oh, good save.
We almost had a ball interruption, but I think we're going to let the ladies play on here. Oh, and if you're a Husky fan, you might have wished we called a reserve on that one. But 2020 here, not much more we're going to ask for in a provincial final than going down in the red zone here all tied up.
This has been a pretty impressive set to watch, back and forth action.
Absolutely, yeah. An absolute battle, one for the ages here in the ongoing Saskatoon-Regina rivalry. Nice spike there by Alyssa Park. She's been really liking that long diagonal. Oh,
good block.
Good attempt, very good attempt out of the middle, but unfortunately doesn't get the result they're looking for from Ryan Meckelborg. Great attempt, but just caught the tape, unfortunately, giving QCVC the lead. Oh, great save by Meckelborg there to keep the ball alive, keep them in play, see if they can get a block here.
Good spike.
Nice spike down the line, past the block. Oh, and a bit of a team celebration by QCVC on the side there. They must be excited at being up 2 here in the late stages of this set.
(22-20) is the score for Regina. As if you're the coach on either side, what are you saying? I mean, obviously the Huskies aren't out of it yet. We've seen them, both teams come back from multiple deficits in this game.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
If you're Regina, you just kind of want to keep calm. You're close, but
yeah. Don't get too far ahead of yourself here if you're Regina, right? You're only up 2 points right now. It's close to the end, but it looks like their coach is giving some good tactical feedback here to try and help them close out these last 3 points. They've been playing quite well here in the second half of this set, and so have the Huskies though, right? It's been a high-level volleyball game here, and they're both looking to continue to play their game and do what they can here to try and get the result they're looking for. But what I'm really impressed with here is the energy from both teams. All right, it's a provincial final, but it is the last match of I think a pretty long 3-day tournament. So energy levels may not be at 100%, but they're playing their hardest. You can tell they're putting everything on the line. The benches are staying engaged. Coaches are doing a great job supporting everyone, and it's fun to watch right now. Nice setup. That's what they're looking for. Oh, nice spike, but a good dig by QCVC to keep the ball alive. Maybe one of the more powerful spikes we've seen so far this match. That was a very well executed play, and we still have number 6 from QCVC, Nikita Patel, still serving. She's been on a bit of a run, I think, since it was 2020. She's been this will be her 4th serve in a row, and she's looking at an ace. So she really has been the one here to break open this first set and give QCVC the 4-point lead here, looking for the first set win with a set point here.
24-20 for Regina. And
just out of bounds for QCVC there, but a great run by Nikita Patel there. Right? That's all you can ask for. Point scoring 4 times, and now you're up 24-21 with 3 chances here to point score for the first set win.
Alyssa Park back to serve for the Huskies.
Nice set. Good great dig by the Huskies. Oh, and what an effort to keep it alive.
Wow.
Free ball coming over for the Huskies. And a free ball going back over to QCVC. Setter just get taken out. Shell sends it back to the setter, which we love to see. And she gets it over with a good dig, though, for the Huskies. Oh, and she had the block out attack, but unfortunately, she just couldn't get her body out of the way. So sometimes, not a bad idea just to self-recycle. If it's going to hit you anyways, may as well try and pass it up, but unfortunately doesn't quite get the result she's looking for there.
Regina takes the first set 25-21. The second set of the gold medal game was up after this.
When you watch your team get a block, get a touch, and then win, when they turn to you and their eyes are shining and their smiles are from ear to ear, my heart explodes for them, because you gave them the avenue to take their ability, to have confidence, to take a risk and succeed. There's no greater feeling in this world.
We're back at Henk Ruys Soccer Center for some more provincial volleyball action. Gold medal game between Regina and Saskatoon. I'm Jackson Imrie alongside Derek Epp. Regina took the first set 25-21. Second set is underway. not uncommon territory for the Huskies, as their quarterfinal and semifinal matchup has went to the distance, 3 sets. So they either, regardless if they've won the first set in those games or not. They definitely know how to play in these tight matches that maybe they don't start the way they hope for, or end up going 3 either way. So this is not unfamiliar territory for them. And with the 14U fair play rule, like we talked about last match, we got 2 new lineups here. So it's another kind of could be anyone's match here, right? So we don't know how the coaches decide to set up their lineups for this match. So it's gonna be curious to see how it goes. And it's a great start here from Jaslyn Schuler on the service line. Two good serves to start 2-0 for the Huskies. Wow!
A nice
spike.
well placed spike there in the middle of the court, kind of in the middle of everybody. No one knew exactly who was going for it. 3-0 start here for the Huskies is basically all you can ask for. If you're a Husky fan after losing that first one, it's important to get out quick in the second set to build some momentum to push it the distance and go to 3 sets.
Absolutely, and I think it's safe to say that Schuler did just that, as a couple of good serves to kick things off in the second set.
Ooh, great serve by number 19, Leah Ward for QCVC. Finds the open court in between a couple of Huskies receivers.
Ward back to serve.
Puts in another good one, but handled nicely by the Huskies. Oh, a
very
nice
good
cut
spike
shot there by number 4, Sydney Foster.
So far, a pretty good start for the Huskies. They had a good start in the first set, and then obviously it was a little bit of back and forth action, and it was tight until the end, but really you couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Huskies.
No.
And you mentioned you want to get off to that early start.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a little too hard there from Foster from behind the line, but I like the aggression going forward, trying to put in a really tough serve and put QCVC in trouble. Looks like they're all ready for receive here. No, handled nicely. Ooh, that's a bit of a scary one when the ball goes tight. Got to be careful of the ankles. We want to make sure everyone comes out of the match safe and healthy. And unfortunately, everyone came out safe, but the point is awarded to QCVC. When a lift violation called on the Husky setter. I guess the ref didn't quite like how long the ball stayed in her hand on that one-hand save. Just like that, the QCVC is up 5-4 here with a big service run of their own.
And we could probably expect to see a little bit of that in the second set. One team take off a couple of points and then respond with a couple more points of their own. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a back and forth battle all the way, but these two teams are very, very evenly matched. Both playing at a very high level here in the provincial final, which is all you can ask for as a spectator or as a commentator here. Is just a high level game that is keeping you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, safe to say a very, very good gold medal game for the Division I U14s.
Oh, unfortunate miss serve there, but that'll happen with the game of volleyball. Can't win them all. She's been putting in good serves kind of all set so far. Unfortunately, that one didn't quite make it over.
And just going to continue the trend of back and forth, and once again all tied up. And I think we're in for it might be a long set, but it'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, it'll be good for sure. A nice take by the Huskies there. Good set out, and a kill by the Huskies to take the lead 7-6. Little bounce off the tape, maybe an advantageous bounce there for QCVC, getting away from the Husky defender. And now number 27 here, Helena Lockhart back to serve. See if she can put in a good serve, but the Huskies in trouble.
Very good serve.
Yeah, handled nicely by the Huskies. Oh, bit of a miscommunication. Almost still finds a way to get over and in, but unfortunately just out of bounds. Yeah, good support though happening from the Huskies here, supporting each other, knowing it's only 1 point in the match. That's not an end-all be-all. It's more important to move on to the next one and give everything you got. Nice ball getting tight to the tape, and we're gonna let the ball play on. Not sure what happened there, but ended up being a Huskies point.
Even though Lockhart was only serving for a little bit, she had very, very hard, powerful, and accurate serves.
Yeah, absolutely. Good serve in the highline. Oh, we got a bit of a captain combo with the ref here. I believe they're talking about the ball over from number 11, asking for maybe a double touch. It looked like it kind of went off. Maybe grazed her nose or her face a little bit before getting bumped over. Oh, a great serve. Great serve by number 9, Morgan McLeod. Down the line, spinning away from the passers. Very impressive. See if she can dial another one up here. Another tough serve, handled well. Ball up and free ball coming here for the Huskies. Oh, it might have been out, might have been in, but number 10, Alyssa Staudinger, pats her chest and says my bad guys, and let's move on to the next one. She's ready here for serve receive, wanting that ball to come back to her.
And you kind of touched on it earlier in some of the other games. You would much rather see your players, if you're not sure if it's inbounds or out of bounds, you'd much rather see them go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're never in the wrong trying to keep the ball in play and make a play as a team. I think it's always a good thing if you trust in your team's ability to get the kill. You could take every ball out of bounds if you're going to dig it and get the kill back if you wanted to. I didn't mind the take by her at all. Good serve here by QCVC. A couple of unfortunate miscommunications here by the Huskies, and timeout's going to get called to maybe have a word about that and give them a reminder about how important it is out there to communicate and not be expecting somebody else to take it, right? It's almost more important just to assume every ball is yours unless you know for sure someone else is going to take it. So we'll see if they can kind of clean that up as the Huskies, and see if QCVC can just kind of keep rolling with good service pressure and playing pretty clean volleyball right now.
Absolutely, as Regina has the 11-9 lead, and as a coach for both sides, they're probably okay with the back and forth. No one's really run away with it yet. As a coach, is that a little nerve-wracking, or even as a player? Yeah,
definitely. When it's keeping it, I mean, obviously everyone wants to be up 5 or 6 points, but in these elite games like these finals, these are two of the best teams in the province. Obviously, when they were battling here in the provincial finals, so it's bound to be a tight game, and it's bound to have to. You're going to have to figure out as a player how to play in these kind of nervy situations, and that's part of being successful in these matches, is being able to handle that added pressure or stress of the big game. Oh, nice reception there by the Huskies. Had the look they wanted, just unfortunately not quite enough power to get that one over for the Huskies. So if you're a Huskies fan, you're looking for a quick side out here and trying to get a bit of a run of your own, and if you're from the Queen City, you're looking to keep riding this momentum. Oh, nice spot. Oh, great defensive effort that they can keep alive, but unfortunately not quite over the net. Impressive defensive effort, though, for sure from QCVC. So they got to be happy with that.
Very good. 12-10 the score in favor of Regina. Hatch is up to serve now for the Huskies.
Free ball here for the Huskies. Let's see if they can execute and get a kill of their own. Ooh, good attack, but a good dig by QCVC. They've been playing gritty defense all game long, giving themselves a chance to keep playing. Oh, gets maybe a bit of a lucky bounce over the tape, but if you take it. You take it in the provincial final.
Absolutely. Yeah, you said earlier, doesn't matter how pretty they are or not, it's still a point.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to go home with the hardware you'd like in a situation like this. Nice long rally here with a couple of good swing attempts here. Very high level of play, and
nice spike.
Nice attack by the Huskies to end that one. Number 8, I believe. Number 4, excuse me. Sophia Ryan. Oh no, that's the wrong team. Sydney Foster, pardon me, with the kill. Nice turn down the line into the open court. Schuler back to serve. Handled well, but a little bit too tight to the net, making a tough play there for the setter of QCVC number 1, Regan Anders. Always a tough one when it gets tight to the net. You got to be careful. Can't touch the net. Can't double hit. Can't go under the net. There's a lot going on.
Good serves here from Schuler. She started this set and had some very, as the Huskies get another point there, had some very good serves to start off earlier on in the set and even in the first set. So just continuing on her success that she's had this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Schuler's been behind the line for a couple runs here tonight in both sets so far. So see if she can keep going right now. Tie game 13-13. Oh, and we got out. I didn't quite see it land, but we're gonna have to trust the lines people on this one. Nice serve by Schuler, just out the back.
Yeah. Well, we've said it all afternoon. It may have been short-lived, but got her team back within 1. So. Yeah,
exactly. Puts up a nice ball here for Foster. Oh, I like the idea to turn down the line away from the block, but just clips the tape and doesn't quite roll over. We got Leah Ward here serving again for the second time. Nice float serve. You can see really see the movement on that ball from back here from our vantage point. Oh, good tip coverage from the Huskies. Unfortunately, it's a little bit tight to the net. It makes it tough to get a second contact on that one, but pretty good dig. If you're Huskies right now, you just got to really focus on keeping the ball a little bit farther off the net. It's getting a little tough when it gets tight, and try and give your team a chance to take a swing with down 17-13 right now in the second.
Yes, and some very good serves there from Leah Ward for Regina as they take a 17-13 lead here in the second set. They won the first one, so a couple, and that one is out of bounds. A couple of streaks, per se, on the line. Regina hasn't lost a set, and all the quarterfinal, semifinal matchups for Saskatoon have all gone to the third set.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, one way or another, we'll keep a streak alive today. QCVC is playing at a very high level right now, so it's gonna be tough for the Huskies to come back, but it definitely is possible. Down 14-18 right now, but we've seen many times today so far 4 points is not that big of a swing when you're playing volleyball here right now. QCVC has been very impressive on the service pressure that they provided this game so far, consistently putting the Huskies under pressure and making it hard to get a quality setup to get a spike against them. Now we got Sophia Ryman back to serve here again on a bit of a run of her own, looking to continue this, get him to that 20-point mark here in the final second set. Ooh, but a nice spike by the Huskies, getting a block out. And another captain conversation. It looks like she's talking about the set there. Maybe didn't like the how long it stayed in her hands. Maybe didn't like the double contact. I missed it. I'm not sure. Did you see it? Did you see the set?
No.
Yeah. So maybe got away with one there if you're a Huskies fan. Oh yeah, yeah. That's well done. Being engaged and focused at the net for those quick ones that come over on two. Just jump up, use that length and throw it down. Just like that, Huskies are getting themselves back into it here, 16-19. The great serve, nice short serve, pulling the passer up. Oh, and they're out of bounds here from QCVC. So, just like we said, down 4 now, 17-19 game. Number 10 here for the Huskies, Elsa Staudinger is on a bit of a run.
Yes, it doesn't take much. It takes maybe 2-3 rallies, and all of a sudden they're right back into it.
Yeah, it's a whole new game. Good defense. They had a very well-formed block lately, so it's pretty easy for the defense to set around it.
Great spike.
And a lot of success right now spiking down the line the Huskies have had. It looks like QCVC is really working hard to plug up the middle of the court, but they're giving them the line spike. So if the Huskies can maintain that control and allow their spikers to exploit that line, so far it's been working really well. So with another free ball here, let's see if they can go back to the middle, and unfortunately just catches the tape. That one would have been a nice one if you're a Huskies fan to get that tie the game up, but you're back within 2 now. So it's a great run by Elsa there to get the Huskies back in it.
Do we expect timeout upcoming from either team soon?
Potentially, yeah. I could see if QCVC gets 1 or 2 points here, I'd expect one from the Huskies, but they get one back here with a missed serve. So we got number 18 here, Emily Leister back to serve, trying to break this game open for the Huskies, coming down to it 19-20 in the 14U women's Division I gold medal game. Oh, a good block touch.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the defense was pretty back on the Heroes, maybe expecting a pretty hard spike from QCVC there, and the block touch slowed it down enough that they couldn't get underneath it. And we got a ball interruption. We love to see it. It's the highlights for us up in the commentating booth.
Lockhart back to serve.
Puts in a great serve.
Wow.
That one had pace, that one had a flat trajectory, and that one had movement going around. And we'll see a timeout here by the Huskies. Not too surprised with this timeout call, but give her a chance to think about it and just give the Huskies a chance to catch their breath here. They're not out of it at all by any means.
No.
They've been playing well all game. It's just it's been a back and forth match, and these high level matches end up being decided by 2-3 points all the time. So hopefully we can see the Huskies come back here and tie this game up, or at least make it a little closer here.
Yep. Regardless of the outcome, we expect a wild finish. It's been a very entertaining game, both the first and the second set. Two very, very competitive teams, very close in skill level.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked much more as a spectator of the game right now. Two teams, everybody's playing at a very high level. Everyone's competing, everyone's being supportive and staying positive, and it's really fun to watch at this point. Just the competitiveness and see how the game's going to unfold, with a nice reception there by Elsa that unfortunately was maybe a little bit tight for the setter to get a really high quality set for the middle, and now we're looking at 23-19 here for QCVC. They might be sensing a bit of a provincial gold medal here coming up soon, but you got to make sure they stay focused here for the last couple points. Oh, just out of bounds.
Lucky break there for the Huskies.
Yeah, Huskies will take that and run with it here with I believe McLeod back to serve. Yeah, Morgan McLeod has at least one ace so far tonight. Let's see if she can dial up a couple more here, or at least put them in trouble to keep them on the line and give them a chance to push this game to 3. Puts in a good tough serve, handled nicely by QCVC. But a free ball for the Huskies. That I'm not quite sure what's the call here is going to be. Oh, and it looks like they're going to call down instead of didn't get quite the pancake up. We were blocked up here from seeing it, so we'll have to trust the officials at this point. It doesn't look like there's too much arguing from the Huskies, so I think maybe it was the right call.
24-20 is the score. Gold medal on the line for Regina.
Point, but it's going to land in. Perfect spike. So QCVC is going to have 3 opportunities here to side out for the gold medal. We got number 11, Amelia Hatch back to serve. Let's see if she can dial up a couple good serves here to get the Huskies back in it. We got a tight finish here to end up. A nice serve into the court. Almost miscommunication. And a Husky point. Looked like the setter spiker didn't really know who was going to be taking that one, and ended up going to the net. So 24-22 here in the gold medal match. Set 2. QCVC up 1 set. So we'll see if Amelia can keep the pressure on here. Oh, very unlucky serve. Big win for the QCVC Royals. Unlucky. I mean, that's an inch higher, and that's an ace, right? And that climbs over the tape. But she got one good serve in, and they scored the point there. So, I mean, you got to be happy. And the Huskies played a great match. They stayed supportive and believed in each other the whole time. But congratulations to QCVC on a provincial gold medal.
Absolutely, and can't hang your head if you're the Huskies. They've had a tremendous game as well as for Regina.
Absolutely.
Tremendous game of volleyball to end off the day here.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be celebrating tonight in the Queen City.
Yeah. This has been Saskatchewan Provincial Volleyball. I'm Jackson Imrie alongside Derek Epp. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.